Welcome into the broadcast. Ladies and gentlemen, you're listening to KVRX's coverage of Austin area high school basketball. I'm Jeff Barker, joined here at Lake Travis High School. Alongside me tonight is Mark Skol. Mark, how's it going?
I'm good to be here, Jeff.
Great. Glad to have you alongside. Tonight, Mark, we've got a great District 14 6A matchup between the home team Lake Travis Cavaliers and the visiting Anderson Trojans. Lake Travis 20-4 on the season, also ranked in the state. Max Preps had them at 38. They're 8-2 in district play. Anderson comes in 500 on the season, 12-12, 6-3 in district play. Mark, who do you like in this one?
I have to go with Lake Travis. They are 7-0 in their last home games, so I think they have a good chance of winning this game. And they also came off of a big district win against the number one team in district, Hayes, last Friday night. So I got Lake Travis in this one. I like the home court matchup.
So you got Lake Travis, even though Anderson's coming off that big win against first place Hayes. Still a little bit early in district play right now. We don't know necessarily if Hayes is as good as their 7-1 district record shows. You're going with Lake Travis?
Yeah, I'm going to go with Lake Travis. I mean, it doesn't matter how you play at the beginning of the district. It just matters how you finish it. And if Hayes was struggling against Anderson after they lost by 19 points. So, and if Travis comes out with a big win tonight, even though they're coming off of 2 straight district losses, I think they can come out and really make some momentum.
All right, and we'll take a look at each team in depth a little bit. The Anderson Trojans are coached by Dan Pittsford in his first year as head coach. He came actually over from being an assistant at Hayes High School last year. He's in his first season, as we said. So, Mark, on Anderson's team, who are some guys that we might want to watch tonight?
Well, you want to watch out for Andrew Foster. He's coming off of a great night against Hayes last Friday night. And then you got to watch out for Kevin Fisher. Kevin Fisher is the guy. He's the go-to guy on this Anderson team. He's scored 20. He's averaging like 20 points in his last 5 games, and he's averaging 16 points on the season. So you got to like his matchup. And then Foster Allen, Andrew Foster, the 2 Fosters. You got to watch out for those 2.
Okay, we actually got a chance to speak with the Lake Travis assistant coach, David Canfield, before the game. He told us a little bit about some of the tendencies of his team that we haven't been able to cover this year. Glad we finally made it out to a game, though. What did you take most from our conversation with Coach Canfield?
Well, Coach Canfield had a lot to say about how much of a team this is. They've played together since they're in 5th grade, so they really know how to mesh with each other well. He also compared them to the San Antonio Spurs, saying that they like to pass the ball well a lot, but sometimes it ends up hurting them because they pass it too much and they're too unselfish. And there's a point in a game where you need to be a little bit selfish to step up and make the shot, have a little bit of confidence. But I think this team, they've been playing with each other for a long time. They know how to what's good for each other. So I think they're a good team in this one.
Yeah, definitely. And not only have they been playing together for a long time, also almost all of their guys on the team are seniors and juniors. I mean, I think they might have one upperclassman on the roster right now. I see that's Parker Thornhill, but I don't think he gets much playing time out there. Pretty much these guys that have been playing together for a while, as you mentioned, and they're pretty much all juniors and seniors, a lot of upperclassmen there. Another storyline developing here that Coach Canfield made us aware of is with head coach Clint Beatty. He's been at Lake Travis for 4 years now. He's approaching 200 career wins. Mark, what do you think that would mean for Coach Beatty and for this program?
Well, 200 wins.
3 wins away from 200.
3 wins away. So hopefully by next Tuesday night he'll achieve his accomplishment. But we talked to Coach Canfield, and he said Coach Beatty will be the last person to say he got 200 wins. He's very humble. But 200 wins is a great accomplishment for a head coach. It's something that you work for a long time, and it shows that you've had a bunch of success as a head coach, as a high school head coach.
Absolutely. And so Lake Travis, their only 2 losses in district play are to Hayes and to Aikens. The Aikens one kind of a fluke. They've started to turn it around since then. Anderson, on the other hand, they're coming off their big win, as we mentioned, against first place Hayes. It was a 69-50 blowout of Hayes at home. We did talk to Coach Pittsfield a little bit. He said his team not necessarily the best on the road. Lake Travis, very good at home. I mean, what are your predictions for this one? I know I already asked you at the beginning. You said you're taking Lake Travis at home. You got any score prediction, maybe how this one will end out?
Score predictions, as much as the home court advantage is going to be for Lake Travis, I think it's actually going to be a pretty close game. I'd say it's going to be about a 65-60 game. I think both offenses are pretty good, but I think Lake Travis will end up pulling it out.
Okay.
The home court advantage.
All right, I think we're going to take it to a real quick break right here. You're listening to Lake Travis Cavaliers taking on the Anderson Trojans on KDRX. Listening to KDRX's coverage of Austin area high school basketball. Jeff Barker, Mark Skol here with you tonight for the call between the Lake Travis Cavaliers and the Anderson Trojans. The starting lineup tonight for the visiting Anderson Trojans: Andrew Foster, number 21, number 25, Jake Berg, number 2, Colin Frame, number 4, Foster Allen, and number 32, Kevin Fisher for your home team, Lake Travis Cavaliers. Number 3, Tate Searle. Number 20, Jake Buddha. Number 21, Yen Chen Wee. And number 33, Sean Wimbush. Last starter there, number 22, Christian Seidel. Mark, here we are, ready to go. Any final thoughts before we tip off?
Let's go.
And the opening tip controlled by Anderson. Ball is up to number 25, Jake Berg, setting up the offense. He's got number 21, Andrew Foster, up at the top of the key. 3 is no good. That is recovered by point guard Tate Searle. He takes it down, drives, dishes out. That's number 25, Sean Wimbush.
Nice move to the basket by Sean Wimbush with the pump fake, but he was unable to finish the layup.
7:36 to go in the game. Bringing the ball up for Anderson is number 25, Jake Berg. He's the senior point guard for them. Passes over to number 32. Shot is an air ball. That was Kevin Fisher, their leading scorer for Anderson. Bringing the ball up for us, Yen Chen Wee for Lake Travis. That's the ball in the cross corner. Back up to Chen Wee at the top of the key, setting it up. Passes over to number 20, Jake Buddha. Trying to work the ball inside the post to Sean Wimbush. He passes out. We've got it. First 3 up and no good by Tate Searle. Lake Travis likes to shoot a lot of threes. We'll see them do that a lot. Anderson back on the break now. Moving quickly to number 21, Andrew Foster in the post. And he was blocked on that shot. They're going to call it a jump ball. Possession arrow, Lake Travis.
Anderson really hasn't come out that strong today. When you're playing it on the road, you really want to come out strong, especially somewhere like Lake Travis. And Foster has missed his first 2 shots badly.
And it's Chen Wee bringing the ball up for Lake Travis. He's got it at the top of the key, setting up the offense. Passes over right side. Tate Searle back over to Chen Wee in the left corner. Up at the top of the key for 3. That was number 22, Christian Seidel. No good. We're still scoreless here, almost 2 minutes into the game. Number 4, Foster Allen back up to the top of the key. To number 25, Jake Berg. Berg's got the ball again. Looks like they're trying to set up Fisher for a 3 here. Fisher went up like he was going to shoot a little floater, passed it off. Number 2, Colin Frame, and his layup was missed. Back up the court is Lake Travis. Chen Wee in possession now. Passes over to Tate Searle. Searle driving in, gives a pump fake. The help defense is there for Anderson. Searle got it back out in the right corner now, trying to drive in. Loses control of the ball. Off an Anderson player to remain Lake Travis ball. Still scoreless here, more than 2 minutes into the game. 5:42 left in the first period.
These teams haven't done anything impressive offensively. It looks like there might be like a garbage lid on the basket. Nothing's going in.
I like that one, Mark. Another sloppy offensive possession. That was number 22, Christian Seidel, the senior guard. He went up and was blocked out of bounds. Lake Travis ball again. It'll be Chen Wee on the inbounds point guard. Quick pass out to number 20. To number 20, Jake Buddha. The basket is no good. In and out. It'll be Anderson ball. 5:30 remaining in the game. It'll be Berg, as usual, taking it up the floor for Anderson. He's been their point guard all season long. Back out to Berg. He's got number 2, Colin Frame in the post. And we've got our first basket of the game now. It was a little jumper from the left elbow by Andrew Foster. 2-0 Anderson. Lake Travis quickly up the floor with Chen Wei in possession. He's got Searle over Searle, thought about the shot, decided to hold off. Back to Chen Wei to set up the offense. Over to Searle in the right corner, outside the arc. He's got a man down low on the baseline. That's out to Chen Wei. Drives, puts up a little left-handed floater, no good. Rebound, Foster Allen, but that's picked up by Tate Searle. Lake Travis on the break.
Wow, what a move.
That is Tate Searle, incredible move there. Breaking an Anderson player's ankles. 2-2 with 4:36 left. Mark, what do you see?
The momentum is switching in the Lake Travis's way after a nice steal and a layup, and now force the ball out of bounds. The Lake Travis has the momentum right now, even though it's a 2-2 game.
Absolutely, they almost stole the ball back on that possession right there.
Oh.
Colin Fram going up for a shot, but he is rejected by Sean Wimbush. What a block right there. It'll be Anderson ball. We've got our first substitution in the game. It's Tyson Sinawongs checking in for number 25, Jake Berg. Sinawongs is their backup point guard. He's going to inbounds the ball. He's got Frame down low. Tied up by 2 Lake Travis defenders, but they're going to call a foul. We'll be right back to Sinawongs for the inbounds pass. 4:27 left to go in the first quarter. Sinawong's pass is thrown away. Picked off by Sean Wimbush up the floor.
Wow. What a move.
Searle's got the easy left-handed layup.
That was not a good decision by Sinawongs. It didn't even look like he threw it to anyone. I don't know who he's throwing to there.
Sinawong's here, setting things up for the Anderson Trojans. They've got Colin Frame down low. They've been trying that a lot. Frame got a pretty good look at it, but the shot is no good. Rebound to Lake Travis, number 22, Christian Seidel. And a traveling violation. First turnover of the game for Lake Travis. That was Chen Wei. Moved the feet before putting the ball down on the floor. Mark, pretty sloppy game so far to start.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you have to like what Lake Travis is doing defensively, though. They're really long, so Anderson is taking a lot of fadeaway shots because they don't want to get their shots blocked. And they still have gotten shots blocked.
Three-point shot by Foster Allen is missed. Chen Wei on the rebound, up the floor to Tate Searle. Back to Chen Wei on the other side. He's got number 20, Jake Buddha in the corner. Back to Searle. In the far corner now, he brings it back up. Chen Wei, top of the key. Over to Wimbush, playing on the, over to Christian Seidel on the outside. We'll hand off to Searle. I think this is the longest we've seen Lake Travis or either of these teams have the ball right now. They're trying to feed the post. And that's number 23, Danny Rivara, just checked in the game. Almost a turnover there by Chen Wei. Tried to find Danny Rivara for the easy layup there, wasn't able to. It'll remain Lake Travis ball, though, fell off an Anderson defender. Checking into the game for Chen Wei is for Lake Travis is number 10, Blake Watkins. And he'll inbound the ball. 3:08 remaining in the first quarter. Just go with the safety pass over to Rivara. Searle, top of the key. Slowing things down now. Looks like they're going to try to find Rivara in the post.
Lake Travis is really taking their time on this possession. They really want a good shot.
Ooh, it's Searle with a nice crossover. Couldn't finish with the shot, though. Just off the rebound.
That's not the kind of shot you. That's not the kind of shot you want, especially from the three-pointer. You don't want to be fading away from the three-point line.
Mm-hmm. Oh, beautiful baseline pass right there. That was number 2, Colin Frame, finding Foster Allen for the easy layup. We're all tied up at 4. Low-scoring affair so far, folks. If you're just tuning in, score is 4-4. Just under 2.5 minutes left to go, and Lake Travis, second turnover of the game. They're going to get a backcourt violation. It'll be Anderson ball, 2:20 left to go in the first period.
So now the momentum is switched back to Anderson after that fadeaway three-pointer. They got a fast break layup, and now they have the ball back, ready to score again.
Tyson Sinawong still the man at point for Anderson. We've got a newcomer into the game now. It's number 22, Jalon Spence. Colin Frame on the right side. Over to Sinawong, who tosses up the 3. No good. Rebound is to Lake Travis, to Blake Watkins. He's got Searle, who's kind of assumed the point guard duties for Lake Travis. A really slow start here. Danny Rivara misses baseline jumper right there. Lake Travis Anderson on the break, but stopped immediately after traveling call by Jelon Spence, senior coming off the bench for the Anderson Trojans. And it's Searle slowing things down. About a minute 40 left to play in the first. Still all tied up at 4 apiece. Searle top of the key, swings it over to Watkins. Back over to Searle. Thought about the three, pump faked up. Went in for the better shot. Blocked, and it'll be a jump ball. Possession arrow to Anderson.
Both teams have been really impressive defensively, or maybe it's just that they haven't been playing that well offensively. But I think defensively, you've got to like what they're doing. Both teams are doing. They're not allowing much inside, and they're forcing a lot of bad shots.
Absolutely. And they've got Colin Frame down low. Right as you say that, Mark. Jake Berg finds Colin Frame down low for the easy layup, 6-4. Anderson's got the lead now. Ball's over to Searle on the left wing outside the arc. Passes over to Watkins. It's back to number 20, Jake Buda. Trying to make something to do with it over to Searle. Once again over to Watkins in the corner. They're trying to find Rivara in the post. He's the tallest guy on this Lake Travis team at 6'7". He dishes back out to Searle. And it's Searle, top of the key, driving in, losing control a little bit. He's being doubled down there. Back out to Watkins. Watkins up. Nice drive right there. Great layup right there. Took it right to this Anderson defense for the easy two.
Right now,
slowing it down now. Looks like Anderson might be playing for the last shot of the quarter with 30 seconds remaining. Mark, what do you think they're doing here? Looks like an ISO.
Yeah, they're probably going to do an ISO with Kevin Fisher, the best player. You want him to shoot in the last shot.
Yeah, he had 26 points in the big win over Hayes last week, and still scoreless. It's 13 seconds clock at 10 now. Sinawong's up. Drives left, still top of the arc. That's Berg almost losing control of the ball. Gets it back. They're going to call a backcourt violations. Foot stepped on the other side after he had regained possession. It's going to be Lake Travis ball with exactly 4 seconds remaining. I assume they'll try to get the ball over to Tate Searle, one of their best players. But they pass it in to Jake Buda. Buda with the shot up, and it's good as the clock expires in the first quarter. Lake Travis will take a 2-point lead going into the second quarter. 8-6 is the lead.
You gotta like the way Anderson is playing right now. When you're on the road, you want to keep the score low because you don't want the other team to build momentum. Because when you make big shots, the crowd gets into it. But when you're missing a bunch of shots like both teams have been doing, the momentum kind of rides in the way of the away team. So you got to like what Anderson's doing, keeping it. I mean, they are losing right now, but they're keeping it close, and it's a low-scoring game.
Well, both coaches told us before the game that they do like to play fast. Both came out in their man-to-man defenses they usually play in. So is this just a case of both teams being more comfortable defensively, or the offenses just needing to shake off the jitters a little bit? I mean, it's the middle of district play. Shouldn't be too many pregame jitters.
Yeah, they shouldn't have many jitters at this point in the season. But I mean, it's a big game for both teams. You want to keep advancing in district. So there's a lot to play for, so I'm sure a bunch of people are a little bit nervous right now.
All right,
and they're missing a lot of easy shots, too, that they normally would be making. So I think it's a lot of pregame jitters.
Yeah, I mean, this game's been flying right by. Not a lot of fouls. Neither team called a timeout, and we're underway here in the second quarter. It's Searle with possession for the Cavs. Kicks over to newcomer Hunter Kent, who's in the game for the first time. Danny Rivara, top of the key. Over to Kent on the right side, over to Searle. They've got Jake Buda out there. He's working on number 22, LaJuan Spence. Tate Searle, top of the key now. Looks like they're trying to set up some sort of play here. Over left side, they've got number 20, Jake. They've got Buda in the corner. And it's over to Searle. Left side, outside the arc. Lake Travis likes to play outside of the arc most of the time.
Ooh.
A drive right there by...
Maybe should have been a foul called right there.
A little jostling for the ball right there.
Number 12 for Lake Travis, Hunter Kent, is actually former MLB player Jeff Kent's son. So, cool story there.
Hey, fun fact right there.
Yeah, fun fact for you.
Looks like the athletic genes didn't skip a generation or anything.
Oh, no, not at all.
Sinawong still in the game at point for Anderson. They're going to call an offensive foul. It's an illegal screen on number 22, Jelon Spence. It'll be Lake Travis ball. Not quite a minute into the second period here. After Chen Wei checked out of the game at point guard, we've seen Tate Searle take over those duties.
The game has slowed down a little bit too without Chen Wei. I feel like Chen Wei was able to pick up the speed for both teams, but he was definitely able to transition well.
Yeah, Searle's tried to take it to the basket a couple times unsuccessfully. But they look like they're trying to set up some more of a half-court offense when he's in there at point guard. And here we go right now. They are setting up that offense. It's over to number 20, Jake Buda. He tries to take it in, pulls up, little mid-range jumper, and that rolls in. Finally, we see someone get the shooter's touch right there. 10-6. Lake Travis ball up ahead quickly, though. Anderson, that's their best player, Kevin Fisher, right there, missing the attempted bank shot right there. Searle right back up for Lake Travis, though. And he takes it to the rack. Right after I say that, he proves me wrong. Takes it coast to coast, right by a couple Anderson defenders for the easy lay-in. 12-6, and that's going to cause.
It all starts on the defensive. It all starts on the defensive end there. You see, they got the long arms up there, and they take a bad shot, and then they get a transition layup. So.
Yeah, absolutely. Anything else that you've seen Lake Travis do differently coming out of the break besides make shots?
I feel like they're coming out with more intensity, and now you're seeing the crowd get into it too. So I think they're playing to the crowd now, and Anderson better do something now, or this game could get out of hand.
And even just a couple possessions ago, we were talking about how Lake Travis was trying to really, or with Tate Searle in instead of Chen Wei at point guard, they were trying to slow things down, maybe work on some plays, work that half-court offense, and immediately, right after we say that, they start taking it up the floor.
When you get big stops like that on defense, that happens a lot. You get a lot of transition offense. So it's good that they have a guy like Rivera, who's 6'7". He's got long arms. He's able to defend shots really well and force Anderson to some bad shots.
Play resumes. It's Anderson ball. Looks like that went off of Kevin Fisher. Had the ball, went off of a Lake Travis defender. We're going to have a couple of subs here coming in for Lake Travis. It's number 21, Chen Wei, checking back in. Number 33, Sean Wimbush. And number 22, Christian Seidel, all checking back in for Lake Travis right now. It's Tate Searle taking his first break on the bench for Lake Travis. We'll see how that changes their game plan. Anderson out of the inbounds. Ooh, had something set up at the top of the key. That was number 21, Andrew Foster, trying to find Jake Berg in the corner for the three. Jake Berg drops the ball, though, out of bounds. It's Lake Travis basketball. Chen Wei bringing the ball back up the floor.
Yeah, I don't know what to call it. It's been a lot of sloppy offense, but, I mean, it's been pretty good defense, too. But we've seen a lot of sloppy offense there on those bad passes.
And Chen Wei there for Lake Travis, driving the lane, missing the left-handed layup. Anderson back on the offensive. Now it's Jake Berg trying to set up the offense. Loses the ball, and that's number 10, Blake Watkins, picking it up. Ball back in the hands of Chen Wei. Dishes over to number 12, Kent. Top of the key, Watkins. Dribbles left, pulls up. That shot is no good, but the offensive board goes to Sean Wimbush. Puts it up a couple times, no good. Ball finally found in the hands of number 22, Christian Seidel, and he's fouled by Jalon Spence.
Anderson is
2 shots to land, our first free throws of the game.
Yeah. Anderson's a lot smaller out there than Lake Travis. They need to get more bodies on their big guys like Wimbush and Buda. And if you don't get bodies on them, they're going to get rebounds all night. And you saw that there. They got like 4 offensive rebounds, and they were able to get fouled and have an opportunity for 2 free throws.
First free throw for Seidel, no good. They'll try to make it a 7-point lead for his Cavs here with the second one. And he misses that one, too. Rebound is to Anderson. Number 4, Foster Allen, gives it right back. Point guard Berg. He's got frame. Berg now top of the key. Got Fisher. Fisher for 3. No good. Cold start for Fisher.
It hit the top of the backboard. Chain connecting to the backboard, so that was called out of bounds there.
Got 2 more subs coming on for Lake Travis. It's Tate Searle checking back in, and number 20, Jake Buda, checking back into the game. Chen Wei, with Tate Searle checking back in, still going to maintain point guard responsibility. And it's Tate Searle now leading the Cavalier offense at the top of the key. Chen Wei off left, back to Searle, over to Buda. He's got his man baseline. Number 3, Tate Searle with a nice crossover move. Pull up, no good. Rebound to frame for Anderson. Passes on up to Fisher. Fisher got number 21. Andrew Foster there for the easy lay-in, 12-8. Lake Travis still leads. Only broke a pretty long scoring drought for Anderson there. Chen Wei tries the dish over. Ball initially looked like it was stolen by Fisher, but he lost it out of bounds. Will remain Lake Travis ball. That'll be Buddha checking out. Ooh, nice give and go right there on the inbounds, but after the give and go on the inbounds there, Buddha tried to hit number 33, Sean Wimbush, on the baseline. Almost stolen by an Anderson defender.
Both teams are playing pretty sloppy in the half-court offense. And like we said, both coaches said before the game, they like to play in a transition offense. And that's where they scored most of their points this game.
It's Buddha. He's got Chen Wei out at the top of the key. Chen Wei could have shot that, decided not to. Passes over to Tate Searle. Searle drives left, loses the ball, and this time is possession goes to Anderson. On up to Fisher. Fisher's layup is no good. No foul called. And I thought that might have been a foul right there. It looked like some contact. The refs are really letting them play tonight, Mark.
Yeah, they're definitely letting him play, but I'm not sure if that was a foul. I feel like the defender had his hands up. He just Fisher just ran into him. So
nonetheless, Anderson will keep the ball. Looks like we've got a timeout called here by Lake Travis. 4:04 remaining in the second quarter. Lake Travis leads 12-8.
This game is still the 4-point difference. Yes, it's a home game for Lake Travis, but it's still anybody's game. They haven't done too much to impress. They've been very sloppy on the offensive side of the ball, making a lot of bad passes mostly. The shots are okay shots. They're just not falling, but a lot of passes are going off. They're throwing them too hard, hitting them people in the chest, and it's bouncing off people, and they're losing control of their dribbling too. So it's
when assistant coach at Lake Travis, Coach Canfield, told us before the game that some of these guys have been hesitant to shoot. They're such a good passing team that some of them need to take some more shots. I've thought on a couple occasions, a couple times the guys had open threes that they could have taken, but they held off, made the extra pass.
Yeah, being unselfish is good, but you don't want to be too unselfish because they'll take away some really good shots, good looks at the basket.
Absolutely, and play resumes. It's Sinawong's back in at point guard. He's got it top of the key. Drives in right with a little floater, no good. Thought he might have had some contact there. That one didn't even hit the rim, though. It's Chen Wei taking it up the floor. Ooh, and his cross-court pass is stolen by Foster Allen. Allen on the drive, takes it all the way himself. Ooh, that shot was no good. That time it actually didn't look like there was a lot of contact, but he gets the call from the ref. It'll be Foster Allen with 2 shots at the line for Anderson.
That was not a good move by Chen Wei there. You never want to pass the ball cross court to the corner while there's defense there. It's likely to get stolen most of the time.
First free throw for Allen is up and good. Trying to make this a 2-point game. Second free throw also nothing but net there. 12-10. Anderson has cut the Lake Travis lead to 2. They were down by 6 just a few minutes ago. Lake Travis on up. Now it's Buddha in the corner. Passes on to Chen Wei over to Searle. On the right side, back up the top of the key to Chen Wei. Back over. Ooh, sloppy passing and ball handling there. Chen Wei's pass is mishandled by Buddha. Drops it out of bounds. It'll be Anderson ball. And they can tie the game up or take the lead here. Sinawong's bringing the ball up for the Anderson Trojans. He's got frame top of the key. Looks like he's got Foster Allen on the baseline. A little turnaround, goes in and out. Gets his own rebound, though. Finds his man, Andrew Foster there. It was Foster Allen to Andrew Foster for the 3-point play. Foster will have 1 shot at the line. Looking to give Anderson the lead here.
Great effort by both Foster Allen and Andrew Foster on that play. Lake Travis thought that was in the bag. They thought they had that rebound in the bag, but the extra effort got them an and 1 basket and a made free throw.
Foster's free throw is good, and just like that, Anderson back in the lead, 13-12. Will be Buddha bringing the ball up. He's got it over to Chen Wei. Chen Wei right. Top of the key over to Buddha. Over to Searle. Searle's got on the left baseline outside the arc. He's got a screen from Wimbush. Doesn't do much with it. Over to Buddha. Buddha's got an open mid-range J. No good. Follows a shot, but he can't get the board. That's boarded by Allen. They're bringing it up the floor. Colin Frame right there. Looked like he might have had a baseline shot, but his ball is poked out by Chen Wei.
I don't know about that call. I think number 2 just lost it there. I think Frame just lost it on that one. I don't know if that was out on him. Or out on the Lake Travis. I thought that was definitely out on him.
A bad call in the possession.
Yeah, I think that was a bad call right there. I think he just lost it. He was out of control.
Yeah, I was seeing eye to eye with the refs here. I thought that one was poked out though. That's number 4. Number 4, Foster Allen there with the nice baseline J off one leg.
Behind the backboard too. Wow.
Beautiful shot there. Searle's got it. Looks like, ooh, nice spin move there. He's got it in the middle. Finds a man. And that's number 22, Christian Seidel. He's fouled going up for the layup. He'll take.
I know Chris Seidel was fouled pretty hard there, but that's a shot you need to make, especially down 3 at this point in the game. You want to make a shot like that.
I think he might have been expecting a little more contact there, huh?
Yeah, definitely.
First free throw good. Rolls a couple times on the iron and falls in for Lake Travis. 2-point game now. Second free throw with 2:19 left to play is up and good by Seidel. 1-point Anderson lead now. It's Sinawong's running the point. Trying to set up some sort of play. He's got a pick and roll there. Doesn't do anything with it. It's over to Fisher. Fisher's got Allen in the corner. Back up to Fisher. They've really been trying to get him going.
Ooh.
Shot up and no good. Looked to me have stepped on a Lake Travis defender's foot right there. That was an air ball. Tate Searle pulls up for 3, and he's got it there. Finally see a Lake Travis player pulling the trigger from 3. It's Tate Searle, and he gives his team a 2-point lead. 1:45 left to go in the second quarter. It's Sinawong's. Top of the keys, got Fisher on the right side. Back up to Frame. Over to Sinawong's again. Sinawong's has got it. Looked like an open 3. Thought about it. Decided to pass over to Allen. Allen over to Frame. Back to Sinawong's on the right side to Fisher. Looks like he had number 1, Mitchell Tarantolo right there, but they're going to call a foul on Lake Travis. That's going to be against number 22, Christian Seidel.
It's shooting 1-1. 7th team foul.
First of the 1-1, no good in the rebound.
Oh, bouncing around a little bit.
But it's controlled by Lake Travis. They're going to bring the ball up the floor. Buddha looking to try to drive in. Picked up his dribble out to Searle. Searle dribbles left, top of the key. Looks like he's getting a pick from Rivera. Tried to give him on the pick and go. They've got a man outside. That's number 22, Christian Seidel. That shot was no good. Anderson back up quickly. It's Fisher out over to Frame on the cross-court pass. Frame up on the drive. No good, but he's fouled.
Although Christian Seidel missed that corner 3, that was a great ball movement by the Lake Travis team. If they keep that up, they'll definitely start making some of those shots.
Absolutely. And Lake Travis with the 17-15 lead. 52.7 seconds remaining. And it's Colin Frame with 2 shots for Anderson.
These are big free throws for Anderson right here. Tie the game up.
First one is up and good. Andrew Foster checking into the game for Mitchell Tarantolo for Anderson. Jake Berg also checking back into the game. Second shot for Frame here. That one is up and good. And Mark, as you said, big free throws right there. That makes it a 17 all game. It's Blake Watkins bringing it up back over to Tate Searle, though. Looks like Lake Travis is going to try to settle for not the last shot here, but try to take maybe one quick shot and give Anderson the least amount of time possible. 30 seconds remaining. Tate Searle dribbling it up right at the half-court line, left corner. Looks like they're setting up some sort of isolation.
I'm surprised Anderson's letting them stall, too. You think they would try to get the ball back, try to get more possession. One more possession before the half.
Yeah, it looks like Lake Travis is going to be able to hang on to it. He's got the screen from Rivera. Pulls up top of the key for 3. No good. Off the backboard, off the rim. 4 seconds left for Anderson. Jake Berg's shot is up, in and out, no good. Rebound to Christian Seidel. His half-court shot nowhere near good. We're going to go into this halftime tied up at 17 all, Mark.
It's been a very bad first half, to say the least, honestly. 17-17, I definitely thought this would have been a shootout. Both teams have been struggling to make any shots, but it's definitely a close game, though. That's good, but they've been struggling on the transition. They've been struggling in the half court. They've been making sloppy passes. I think they need to just pick it up. But both teams look tired. They both gave their hearts out. Hopefully we have a close finish here.
Yeah, definitely. It looks like we will. That's going to take us to the half, folks. Thank you for listening so far. We'll be back in about 10 minutes with the remainder of this game. And as we said, it's all tied up 17 apiece between the Anderson Trojans and the Lake Travis Cavaliers. You're listening to Austin Area High School Basketball on KVRX Radio. Welcome back from the half, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, Jeff Barker, Mark Skol on the call for you tonight. Lake Travis and Anderson all tied up at 17 apiece in this District 14 6A matchup. Mark, this is a big game for both teams in district play. We're about 30 seconds away from the start of the second half. But what does each team need to do, just real quick?
Well, both teams need to do the same thing. They need to stop making sloppy passes on offense. That's been the key to this game. They've all made a bunch of silly mistakes that could be fixed easily. So hopefully that's what both coaches talked to them.
All right, we're underway. It's Anderson with the ball. Fisher over top of the key. He's got Foster Allen. Dishes out to Berg, who thought about it. That's Foster in the post. Little handoff to Berg. Over to Fisher. Fisher, top of the key. I believe he's still scoreless in this one. He's their best player, the most prolific scorer on offense. It's framed back to Berg on the outside. Over to Fisher. They've just been swinging it around the perimeter. Finally try to go into the post to Foster, and that's no good. It's stolen by Lake Travis. It's Chen Wee starting the half with the point guard duties. So he's trying to set up a half-court offense here.
Another sloppy pass by Anderson there.
And it's Wimbush almost losing the ball for Lake Travis. Chen Wee's got it over to Buda. Buda passes over to Seidel. Seidel to Searle. Searle top of the key. Thought about passing over left. He's got Buda. Buda's got it. Back over to Searle on the right. And Lake Travis really taking their time on this first possession, setting things up on offense. It's Chen Wee. Back over to Buda on the left. They swing it all the way over to the other side of the court. Chen Wee back top of the key. They've got their man inside. That's Sean Wimbush. He's got a man right there. He goes up. No good. That's Seidel trying to go up, but he's blocked. Lake Travis ball still.
Lake Travis is really dominating on offensive boards this possession, giving them 2 extra shots.
Chen Wee drives, dishes out, baseline around the arc. Over to Searle. Searle, they've got it back top of the way to Chen Wee. Entry pass is stolen by Fisher for Anderson. Not a good pass there by Chen Wee. Foster Allen bringing it up. They've got Berg in the corner. Berg for 3, no good. Rebound is to Christian Seidel and Lake Travis, and they're pushing it again now. Searle right. He's got Buda. Buda drives, baseline, goes up. Ooh, shot is no good.
We've talked about all night how Lake Travis is very unselfish, but Jake Buda has definitely been the aggressor on this team tonight. And they need someone to be the aggressor because they've been too unselfish, to be honest.
Buda have 2 shots at the line right now. First one is up and good with 5:49 left to go in the third period.
I definitely have to say Jake Buda has definitely been the difference maker for this Lake Travis team tonight. He's getting a lot of offensive rebounds, and he's been like the only one making most of their shots, too.
Knocks down that second free throw. It's Lake Travis 19, Anderson 17. Anderson back on top now. Colin frame, top of the key, trying to find his point guard, Berg. He's got Fisher there. Fisher up, thought about it, finds frame for the nice lay-in. 2 Lake Travis defenders came out, double-teamed Fisher, and he found his man frame down there for the easy layup. Lake Travis now, we got baseline. That's Seidel out to, we've got Chen Wee on the outside. He hits Buda out there. Buda thought about the 3, didn't take it though. Searle driving in. Looks like it was
Chen Wei passed a wide open shot on that last possession. He had a wide open three. He should have taken that when he had the chance.
and a foul will be on Anderson. They called it on the ground before Searle went up for the shot. Chen Wei on the inbounds. Back up to Searle with a little safety pass there. Over to Buddha. Buddha swings it over. Trying to find Wimbush in the post. Almost another entry pass stolen. Haven't been able to get him anything down there in the post. Searle thought about another three there. Now hands it off to Seidel. Finally able to get it inside to Wimbush in the post. They're going to call an offensive foul. He pushed off, threw Foster Allen down on the ground, and that's going to be an offensive foul. Anderson basketball. Mark, they really haven't been able to get it down in the post there to Wimbush.
Oh, yeah. Anytime you get a charge on the opposing team, it's definitely a momentum changer.
And it's Bird bringing it up the floor for Anderson. He's got it left guarded by Chen Wei. Steals it. He's got his man, play? Number 22, Christian Seidel there. Anderson quickly back up the floor, though. The cross-court pass to Fisher. Fisher was fouled, but they're going to call it on the ground as he went up for the shot. And that foul is going to be on number 33, Sean Wimbush. That's two quick ones for the big man right there.
Oh, yeah. What a play by Chen Wei on that possession. And then he showed that unselfish play again.
And Fisher's got it. He's got it screen right from frame. Doesn't take it. Drives left, goes up, and he's fouled. He's going up with a little floater. He'll take two shots at the line. 4:18 left to play in the third period. We've still got a tight one here almost halfway through the third quarter. Lake Travis 21, Anderson 19. The Fisher's got a chance to tie it up here. His first free throw up and good.
This has been a very physical matchup, to say the least. Both teams really desperately want this win, and they're not going to let the other team score that easily.
Both teams have come out in the second half really trying to be more aggressive than they were in the first half. Fisher's second free throw is good. I believe, Mark, those were his first 2 points of the game. Slow start for him. Lake Travis has been able to contain him. Chen Wei up the floor, over to Buddha. He's got Searle. They've got the inbounds pass to Danny Rivara now, who replaces Wimbush. He's double teamed, kicks out. It's top of the key to Searle. Searle drives, dishes right, still outside the perimeter. It's Buddha. Cross-court pass to Seidel.
Getting triple team right there. Just pass the ball.
They're going to call a foul on the ground. Initially looked like Rivara might lose the ball. Number 22, Jalon Spence playing defense for Anderson right there. Chen Wei on the inbounds for Lake Travis. Let's see what kind of inbounds play Lake Travis dials up here. They've had a couple where they just go with the safety man outside at the top of the key. A couple where they've had some nice plays that have been close to working out. Chen Wei, it looks like they're going to go with that safety pass again. It's almost stolen, though. That is Tate Searle. Searle up, gets Colin Frame to jump. Dishes it out. He's back to him at the top of the key. Buddha's got it. They're really trying to work the post now. It's Rivara, top of the key, over to Chen Wei. Chen Wei dishes, an errant pass right there. He was trying to throw it across court to Buddha. Buddha wasn't ready for it, and the pass was a couple feet off there. It's Anderson basketball now.
Yeah, that's the story of the ball game. This whole game, bad passes. No one's been on the same page at all.
And it's Sinawong's back into the game at running the point for Anderson. They've got Frame, the little jumper from the baseline, mid-range J, no good. Rebound is number 22, Christian Seidel. Tate Searle bringing it up. He's got Chen Wei out, back top, trying to set up the offense, guarded by Sinawongs. He's got Buddha. Let's see if we continue to see Buddha be the aggressor here. Takes a screen, finds Chen Wei. Chen Wei's pass is off the foot of Buddha into the hands of Searle. Searle drives, pulls up the free throw line. His shot is no good. You know, Mark, I don't know if that's the best shot that Lake Travis can get here. They're taking some interesting shots.
Well, that's definitely a shot you don't want to be taking in a close game like this. You want to get the ball to the hoop, hopefully get a foul called on you, get a chance to go to the free throw line.
And now Anderson throws the ball away. We see that sloppy play coming back. That was Jalon Spence who had it in the post.
Looks like the coach is debating if it was tipped or not.
He thought it was tipped. Spence did, and his coach Pittsfield thought it was tipped. He can't believe it. But the refs are sticking by their call here against Lake Travis basketball.
Maybe he just doesn't believe that his team has been making all these sloppy passes.
Chen Wei checked out of the game. Hunter Kent back on the floor taking his place, but it'll be Tate Searle running the point for Lake Travis.
They're getting the ball inside.
Trying to get it inside to Rivara there. Entry pass failed, but it was fouled by Spence. Inbounds pass will be taken out by Tate Searle. We've got 4 men lined up along the baseline for this inbounds play. They go with the safety pass again. Once again, almost stolen. Buddha gets it back out to Searle, though. Buddha top of the key now. That's over to Seidel. Seidel back to Searle. Searle's got Rivara top of the key. He's got a man down low, and that's Buddha. Finds him for the easy lay-in. Lake Travis regains the lead, 23-21. Just over 2 minutes remaining in this third period. Sinawongs over to Foster, top of the keys, trying to find his man. He's got Foster Allen there who goes up for it. Like he made the layup. Looked like it could have been a charge or a block. Either way, the refs go no call. Basket's good, 23-20. 23-23, excuse me.
Rivera backed out of that one. He could have got the charge. He looked like he was a little scared to take the charge there, and I don't blame him. He was Foster Allen was coming at full strength.
Nice spin move right there by Seidel. Kicks it out to Buddha, who hits the 3 on the baseline. Lake Travis with the lead now. And this is getting exciting here. Both teams kind of finally starting to settle in the second half. Lake Travis with the 3-point lead. Less than 1:30 to play in the third quarter. It's Sinawong's right outside the perimeter. Fisher gets his first good shot of the game, but it's no good. Misses off the right side of the rim. And really, really slow start for him. Anderson would like to see him get going more at the end of the third quarter in the fourth period as well. It's Lake Travis, Tate Searle. He's got it, picks up his dribble. He's got Seidel. They got Rivera in the post, who makes a nice move right there, but can't finish. But a nice little move right there. Shook left and then took it back with the took back with the left hand. Anderson down on the break. Easy layup missed by Andrew Foster there. We've got a tie up for the ball. Refs are going to call jump ball. Anderson saying they've got a timeout off first. Initial call on the court is a jump ball. Refs discussing there. Mark, what do you think? Did they get the timeout?
I think it's going to be a jump ball. I think they didn't blow the whistle fast enough.
No instant replay in high school. What do you think? The call on the field will stand? Call on the court?
Yeah, I think it's going to stand. I think it's going to be a jump ball. We'll see.
Wow,
and they got the timeout.
Much deliberation, they're going to give Anderson the timeout here. 44.9 seconds left. 26-23, Lake Travis leads. Timeout Anderson will be their ball.
Great job by Coach Pittsfield there, getting the timeout in. Any extra possession is crucial this late in the game, especially on the road. So the fact that he got that in, which it probably would have been Lake Travis's ball after that, that's really big for him to get that call.
Yeah, absolutely, and after the missed shot by Andrew Foster under the basket, it was kind of hard to tell there was a lot of guys fighting for the ball down there. I agreed with you initially. I thought it was a jump ball, and that's what the refs called it at first. But then head coach of Anderson, Dan Pittsford, argued that he got the timeout off, and the refs ultimately agreed with him. So, Mark, 44 seconds left in this quarter. So we know we're at least getting a good game going into the fourth here. You leaning either way right now?
I got to go with the home court advantage just because they've been making a lot of big shots lately. Buddha just made a big three-pointer. So I got to go with them. But I think if Anderson was smart right now, they'd hold for one shot, try to get one shot before the halves to not let Lake Travis get any momentum going into the fourth quarter.
Yeah, and you've mentioned it a number of times, Buddha. We've called his name a bunch in this half. He really has been the aggressor, like you said. And I think if we continue to see Lake Travis do that, maybe we'll open some things up for some other guys out there.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Alrighty, we're back in action now. Sinawong's entry pass to Fisher off the inbounds. Sinawong's brings it back up top of the key, slows things down. And he's a lefty. Tate Searle forcing him to his right on defense. And he's going to go right, tries to come back left now. Tate Searle playing stingy D on him. They've got Fisher, top of the key, hands it back off to Sinawongs. He drives left, pulls it back up. Ooh, tries to get around Tate Searle. Searle knocked the ball out of his hands. He regained possession, but his foot was on the line. Ball's going to be Lake Travis now with 18 seconds left. I think if the first two quarters, their last possession, are any indication, I think they'll hold for the last shot here.
Yes, definitely. That was a bad job by Anderson on that play. They should have passed it more try to hold on the ball for the last 10 seconds.
Clock at 8 seconds. Searle picks up his dribble. He's got it back up top of the key, though. Dribbles right. Drives baseline. He's got a man outside. That's Hunter Kent for 3. No good to end the third quarter. But Lake Travis will still take a 26-23 lead going into our last period. It's going to take us to a quick break right here. When we come back, put your fours up. Fourth quarter time here at Lake Travis High School. We'll be right back on KVRX. Back here at Lake Travis High School for the matchup, the District 14-6A matchup between the Lake Travis Cavaliers. The home team, they're 7-0 at home, and the Anderson Trojans. Lake Travis, as we told you before we went to break, they're up 26-23. Mark, we don't have time for the keys, but maybe the next stop and play, we'll get to it. We're already underway here. Very fast game. And that's Seidel getting the ball inside to Rivera. Jump ball, though. Things are getting a little chippy here. Fisher came away with the ball after it was initially called the jump ball. Rivera got in his face a little bit. It's getting a little chippy here in the fourth quarter. Both these teams need this district win.
Oh, they both want to win really badly. Rivera needs to get a little bit stronger with the ball down low because they know that he's weak, and if he gets a chance to get down low, they're definitely going to try to take the ball away from him.
Possession arrow was to Anderson, though, so they have possession here. Berg's got his man. That's number 21, Andrew Foster, under the basket. Nice little give and go right there to put the Trojans back within 1. Tate Searle running the point now. We've seen him switch off with Chen Wei. Chen Wei not in the game right now, though. It's Buddha on the right side of the court, baseline. Dribbles right, goes up. Foul called on the floor. Let's see if it's a shooting foul. Nope, they're going to call the foul on the floor. He went up for a shot. It was no good. I think we're going to have a couple of quick subs here for Anderson.
If Anderson wants to win this game, they definitely need to stop Buddha on the defensive side of the ball. He's been everything that Lake Travis has that's been going good for him tonight. So if they're able to stop Buddha, they can definitely have a chance to win this game. But he's getting foul calls left and right. They just need to contain him. If they can contain him, I don't really see him any better options for Lake Travis.
Yeah, and we've got a timeout on the floor now. So, Mark, this gives us a chance to really talk about the keys to the game. You mentioned it a little bit right now for Lake Travis. You know, get the ball to Buddha. Doesn't seem like they have too many hot options right now to go to, maybe besides him. He's making the most off the dribble, too, creating his own shot. What do you think for Anderson, though, real quick?
Anderson's just got to keep playing like they've been playing pretty well, getting some good shots inside. You just got to make those shots. They've missed a couple wide open shots. If they keep making them, I think a
couple missed layups that really would have been big for Anderson right now.
And they need to keep playing aggressive on defense. If they can shut down Buddha, they'll be good. They can pull out this really tough road win.
And there we go on the inbounds pass. It's Tate Searle with the alley-oop, or the lob to Rivera, and it's laid in. We've got a stop and play, though. Looks like it might be a sideline warning for Lake Travis. Head coach Clint Beatty's furious about something. Looks like he thought maybe there should have been a foul called on that. Thought Rivera should have had a chance at a three-point play.
Yeah, I think so, too. He got pushed when he was going up for it, but it was a nice shot by Rivera.
All right, we got everything resolved now. Anderson ball, 28-25. Lake Travis, just about 7 minutes left to go in the game. It's Berg who hits frame, top of the key, over to Sinawongs on the left side around the perimeter. Back up to Berg, almost fumbles the ball. Goes around a pick from frame off the right. Looks like he's got some space. Tosses up a little layup off the glass. No good. It's going to be a loose ball foul on Anderson. Lake Travis basketball.
Berg had that shot too. He had a wide open lane. He's just got to make it. That's the key for them. They just got to make those shots. They're getting the looks. They just got to put it in the basket.
Absolutely. And it's Buddha right here, top of the key. He finds Searle. Searle for three. It's up, in and out. No good. Rebound to Seidel, and he saves it. Tosses back up to the top of the key to Searle. Was trying to dribble down low, but he was fouled by Sinawongs.
That might be a home court advantage call right there. I don't know if that was a foul right there, but.
All right, Lake Travis on the inbounds pass. It's Searle. Thought he had Seidel there. Missed it, picked up by Rivera. And after it was picked up by Rivera, looks like it was turned over right there. I think they called a travel on Rivera. Once he picked it up, looks like he shuffled his feet a little bit without putting the ball down on the floor. Anderson basketball. Sinawongs finds Foster Allen over there. Colin frame, top of the key. Dribbles right, being guarded by Rivera. Over to Sinawongs. Sinawongs has got Foster Allen. Allen goes up for the jump shot, loses the ball, regains possession though. Dribbled in right, went up for it. He was fouled though.
Great move by Foster Allen though. He didn't give up. He didn't get nervous after he fumbled the ball, and he made a nice move to the basket. And now he's got 2 free throws.
Yeah, nice recovery after it looked like he may have lost the ball out of bounds on that attempted jump shot. Regains possession, goes up for the layup, draws the foul, and his first free throw is good.
Yeah, if Anderson can get stuff out of their big 3, Foster Allen, Kevin Fisher, and Andrew Foster, I think they'll be good for this game.
And Foster's second free throw good. We've got a sub coming on for Lake Travis. That is going to be number 4, Quinn Amsler, making his first appearance in the game here with about 6 minutes left to play in the fourth quarter.
My guess is that Quinn Amsler is a sharpshooter. That's why they have him going from baseline to corner to corner, trying to get a wide open 3.
Searle trying to set up the offense, swings it over to Buda. Back to Searle though. Now back over to Buda. They've got Seidel down low in the post, dribbles baseline. He's got a man outside. And that's Amsler right there coming into the game and making an impact right away. That's number 4, Quinn Amsler for 3, giving Lake Travis a 4-point lead. How about that? You come in within 20 seconds, you make a shot to give your team a 3-point lead. Back down though, just like that, Anderson responds. It's Colin Frame with a little baseline jump shot, 31-29. And Lake Travis up here quickly now. Off the screen from Buda, it's Searle. Dribbles baseline, he's got a man out. They've got Quinn Amsler again, the sharpshooter. Oh, magic stops right there after 1 though. Was on the other baseline for 3, no good. Anderson back on the offensive side now. Sinawong's trying to set up the offense. Swings it over to Colin Frame. He dishes it back to him. And Frame now down low on the baseline. Goes up for the layup. No good. Thought he wanted a foul. Looks like he's also frustrated with himself for not knocking that one down. It's Quinn Amsler dishes over to Rivera. Oh, they get Rivera down low, but he misses an easy layup right there. Looks like he wanted a foul, and now they're teeing him up. They're teeing him up. Rivera complained to the refs one too many times there, Mark.
Silly play by Rivera there. He shouldn't have done that. He definitely should have made that layup. I don't think he was fouled on that. He's just frustrated by the way he's been playing tonight. He's been missing a lot of easy shots, and now he just got a technical for his frustration. You can't do that in a game like this, a game that's close like this. You can't be making bad decisions like that. You got to keep your composure and make your shots.
Yeah, it looks like he showed a little bit too much emotion, one too many times right there. But hey, let's talk about the newcomer on here. We didn't even have him on our roster at first here. It's Quinn Amsler, number 4, the 6'2 senior. Makes his first appearance of the game in the fourth quarter. Comes in and within a couple seconds, he's knocking down a 3 to give Lake Travis the lead.
I'm sure he's Coach Beatty's secret weapon.
Hey,
Plug him in the corner.
Every coach would love to have a sharpshooter like that. And Coach Canfield told us before the game that they do like to shoot. We haven't seen a lot of it from so far in this game. And Anderson right here with a chance to tie the game with 2 technical foul free throws. Both of those free throws knocked down. It looks like he might get 2 more. It's 31-31. That was a double technical right there.
Foul.
I think Rivera is actually ejected from the game.
Now, you can't be doing that, especially in a home game.
4th free throw right here. I mean, that is a huge turn of events. 4-point swing right there. Anderson was actually down 31-29 before that. And then Foster Allen, the senior, knocks down all 4 of those free throws. Anderson has the ball now and a 2-point lead.
I bet Rivera's kicking himself in the butt for that one. That was a bad decision there. Now Anderson has all the momentum going forward.
It's Berg with it, top of the key, dribbles right off a screen from Frame. Back to Frame. Frame shakes right. Shakes left, goes up for the shot. It's no good. Lake Travis on the break now trying to tie this game back up. It's Tate Searle. Dishes over to Buda. Buda hands it back off to him. Lake Travis slowing it down a little bit now. About 4 minutes left to go. And they've got the entry pass down low. That's number 22, Seidel. A little fadeaway drops in and out right there. That would have been a big basket for him.
Kevin Fisher's yelling, slow down to his team. They need to run a half-court offense and maybe take some time off the clock.
Absolutely, and that's Foster Allen again there. The senior coming up big. off a ball screen, playing well without the ball today. He comes off that screen, makes the easy land. It's Tate Searle coming back up, bringing it coast to coast. Lake Travis cheers. So they like the call. It was debatable right there whether it was a block or a charge. Lake Travis gets that hometown call. It is a.
Oh, if that would have been a charge on against Lake Travis, that would have been a complete momentum changer. I think Anderson would have definitely come out with a win after that. But there's still 3:41 left in this game. Lake Travis has a chance to narrow this margin down to 2.
Absolutely. First of 2 free throws up and good for Tate Searle. So it looks like maybe there was a little bit of contact on there. Ball hasn't lied so far.
Yeah. They're taking out the sharpshooter Quinn Amsler right now. His impact was definitely big.
He did what he came in there to do, knock down a shot. Second free throw for Searle is good. Cuts down the Anderson lead to 2 points now. Point guard Berg bringing it up. He's got Foster Allen, who's been hot of late with after those 4 free throws and that layup right there into Fisher. Fisher drove left and was fouled. Looks like he tried to throw the ball outside, but got the foul that he needed. And it looks like Lake Travis is in the bonus, and Fisher will be shooting a 1-and-1.
That was a tough foul by number 33, Sean Wimbush. That was pretty aggressive right there. He pushed him in the back.
Front end of the 1-and-1 is good, so he'll get the second one.
3:30 left in this ball game. Every shot counts, especially for the road team, Anderson.
And second of the 1-and-1 is up and good. Now a 2-possession game, like you said, Mark. That's big right there, about 3:30 left to play. Searle bringing the ball up the court. He's got Watkins over to Buddha in the left corner. Takes a screen from Wimbush. Almost loses his dribble right there. Big pass inside to Wimbush, who goes up and knocks down the 2 and the foul. He'll have a chance to make this a 1-point game with the free throw right here.
Sean Wimbush was pretty present during the earlier in the game. Now he's making his presence known now in the fourth quarter. Big-time players make big-time plays. This was a big shot by Sean Wimbush.
Games.
And he misses the free throw.
Anderson with the ball now. Missed that free throw, though. It's Colin Frame with it. Dishes over to the right to Fisher. Fisher's got his man Foster Allen. Swings it left to Frame. Frame's been playing on the inside and the outside. He's been a big factor. Maybe not scoring as much, but he's been opening things up for Anderson as they've been able to take this lead. It's Fisher over to the top of the key to Foster Allen.
I think at this point in the game, you definitely want Foster Allen to be taking the shot. He's been the hot hand for Anderson today. Usually Kevin Fisher would be the guy to go to, but I think you got to go with Foster Allen here.
Absolutely, and it's Berg right top of the key. It looks like Berg's trying to move something for Foster Allen. Swings over him to him the right baseline outside the arc. He hits Frame. Frame swings it over left to Berg. Berg almost loses the ball. Good defense being played right there by Watkins for Lake Travis. Can't get it, though. Ball falls on the other side of the court, but it's regained. Possession regained by Berg. Frame with it.
Anderson really taking their time with this possession. Want to wear as much time off the clock as possible.
Fisher now swings over to Foster Allen, who doesn't look like he's really trying to create his own shot here right now, even though he's the hot hand. 2 minutes left to play in this one, folks. It's coming down to the wire here in this District 14 6A matchup. Frame with it, looking to get it back into the hands of a guard. He's got it back to Berg, who dishes it over to Frame. Back over now to Foster Allen. He's trying to get it to their main man, Fisher, though. Couldn't get a good defense right there by Lake Travis, and the timeout is called by Pittsburgh. Mark, what do you think here? We got 1:41 left to play. Anderson with a 37-35 lead.
Well, Anderson has the lead, so you don't need to take a shot. I mean, ideally you want to get a good shot, but right now, if Lake Travis isn't letting them have any shots, I don't think they should be taking any shots. And if they're not going to foul them, then just keep the ball on the outside, force them to foul them so they can get to the free throw line. They're in the bonus. They want to get probably one of their better free throw shooters like Foster Allen on the line so they can make this a 4-point lead.
And we were talking about, you were talking about Foster Allen potentially, he's the hot hand right now, made that layup and those 4 free throws to give Anderson the lead again. They haven't lost the lead since then. Would you like to see him maybe drive to the rack a little bit more and create a little more for himself?
I'd say only drive to the rack if you know you're going to make the basket. So if you know you're going to make it, take the shot. But if you don't, Just keep it on the outside. You have the lead. You can just stall as long as possible. Lake Travis will be forced to foul you at some point. So if you get fouled, then you're in the bonus to make some free throws. Give yourself more of a margin.
And for Lake Travis, what do you think they need to do?
Lake Travis needs to just try to force them to a sloppy pass. No one's been throwing any sloppy passes this quarter, so if they can force them to a bad pass, they can get possession and get a shot back up. Maybe tie this game or maybe even take the lead with a three-pointer.
All right, well, we've got a good one on our hands here. Back in action now. It's Sinawong's running the point. Dribbles right. Watkins playing good defense on him, but they're going to call a reach right there. Mark, do you agree with that call there?
I don't agree with that call, but now it puts Anderson at the line. They get an opportunity to take this lead. That was a silly foul right there, especially way out on the outside. Unless if that was the strategy, but I wouldn't have fouled right there.
It'll be Sinawong's with the 1-and-1 opportunity here. That first free throw up, and it is no good. Rebound is to Christian Seidel, and Lake Travis immediately dishes it off to Tate Searle. Searle bringing the ball up the court. It's being guarded by Sinawong. Dishes over to Buddha. Buddha out to Searle. Searle thought about that one. Pump faked. Dribbling left now out to Buddha. Buddha dribbles right. Crosses back over left with a little spin move right there. Shot up, foul though. He'll have 2 shots at the line. He can tie this game. Coach Dan Pittsford can't believe it. Like Travis fans not feeling that one. Those looked a little ticky-tacky there. What'd you think?
I thought it was a great move by Buddha. I don't know if he got fouled, but it was a great move. He got a great look at the basket, and this is the guy you want the free throw line for Lake Travis right now.
Absolutely. He is the guy we've been calling his name all day. He's been their main producer on offense. Minute 13 left to play in this one. His first free throw is good. Second one to tie it up here. This is huge. And that second free throw is good.
Big-time players make big-time plays.
37 with a minute 13 left to play. Watkins pressing. Sinawong's bringing it up the floor. Sinawong's beats him left. Picks that dribble up, though. Passes it over to Foster Allen. Dish it over to Frame in the left corner. He's got some space on the left. Dribbles. Oh, the left-handed layup, no good. But the offensive board is to Andrew Foster. 55 seconds left to go, and a timeout is called for Anderson by head coach Dan Pittsford.
Wow, this is a lot closer than I expected. I think there's this common basketball logic. Is when you're on the road, you go for the win. Or no, when you're on the road, you go for the win. Like if you're down, but you go for the win. So I think here you definitely try to go for the win. And if you're at home, Lake Travis, if they get the lead, I think you try to go for overtime because you have the home court advantage. But I think Anderson should hold the ball for this last shot here and try to get a good look to get the lead and maybe win this game. And if not, they'll go to overtime. They don't want to get Lake Travis the ball back, so they have a chance to win.
Absolutely. Who do you think they're going to here? 55 seconds left. You think they're going to Colin Frame? It looks like Foster Allen had the hot hand, but then Frame looks like he's comfortable with the ball in his hands at the end of the game.
I mean, you could go to anyone here, but I think you got to stick with Foster Allen. I think he's been the guy. He's been their main guy all night. I think you want to get the ball out of the hands of Tyson Sinawongs.
All right, and it's Frame with the ball. He finds Foster Allen. There it is right there on the little backdoor cut. He finds him with an easy layup. 40 seconds left to go. Anderson leads by 2. It's Blake Watkins dribbling right. Picks up that dribble, though. Over to Tate Surley on the right. Shakes right, going left. Picks up his dribble in the paint. He's got Watkins, though. Offensive foul! That was Blake Watkins right there. Had it on the right baseline. Dribbled in, and a great charge right there taken by Sinawongs in the paint. That's a huge play right there. Looks like Lake Travis might have to start fouling now.
Yeah, they're going to have to foul now, and if Foster Allen's shooting those free throws, it's going to be a 4-point lead, and I don't see Lake Travis holding on.
Passes to Sinawongs. Lake Travis not fouling yet. He dribbles left. He's double teamed now. Calls for the timeout, and he gets it.
Smart play by Tyson Sinawongs there. He hasn't been the go-to free throw shooter for them, and he missed a big-time clutch free throw right there. So you want to get in the balls, the hand in the balls in the hand of someone who's going to make those free throws. And I don't think Tyson Sinawong's that guy. So good play by him by calling that timeout, so he's not the one shooting those free throws.
Absolutely. 22 seconds left to go in this one right now. Anderson with a 39-37 lead. It's been a low-scoring affair all game long. If you're Lake Travis here, obviously going to be in some kind of full-court press that Clint Beatty's going to put on. But are you going for the steal immediately, or is it Mark, what's the strategy here? Is it one shot at a steal, and then you foul if you don't get it, or do you take a couple shots at the steal?
That's the strategy, because there's only 22 seconds left. It's plenty of time, but you got to go for the steal right away, and if not, you want to try to get the ball in the hands of someone who's like Tyson Senawong. So if he gets the ball, you foul him right away. If Foster Allen gets the ball, you probably want to you don't want him to get the ball, so you want definitely like double team him. Don't let him get the ball in the inbounds, so he's not the one shooting those free throws.
Okay.
But yeah, you definitely go for the steal right away, and then foul. You're gonna have to foul if you don't get that steal.
So whoever's playing defense on Foster Allen right now, the way he's shooting free throws and the way he's moving with and without the ball, that's got to be the toughest assignment right now, huh?
Yeah, definitely. Most definitely.
All right, it'll be Fisher inbounding the ball for Anderson. And that full court press as we expected. He gets the ball into Foster Allen, though, and he's fouled by Tate Searle. 20 seconds left to go in this one. And I believe that Lake Travis is one foul away from being in the double bonus, so this will still be a 1-and-1 situation here. Big-time free throws. And just the man we said that Anderson wanted to get the ball in the hands of, and they do.
Yep, that's the play they want. That's the play they probably drew up, and it was a great play design. I'm surprised they didn't have a double team on Foster Allen there, but he's
Excuse me, they are in the double bonus. And the first of two free throws is missed by Foster Allen. It's like we gave him the old broadcast jinx there, Mark.
Oh. Well,
and this one's huge right here. He makes this one, and you're forcing Lake Travis into a three-point opportunity here, and he does knock it down. Quick possession.
Lake Travis has a good opportunity.
Out. Jake Berg checks back in for Anderson.
I'm surprised they wouldn't put in Quinn Amsler for a corner three here.
Anderson not in a full court press right here. Sinawongs will pick up Blake Watkins at half court. Watkins dribbles left, hands off to Hunter Kent right there. Over to Searle, who dribbles right, pulls up for three. The three is no good, but the rebound is to Seidel. Back out to Searle. He'll pull up for another three. That one no good, but another offensive rebound. The putback no good by Blake Watkins. Went up, thought there might have been a foul right there when he went up for that. 3 seconds left in the game. That's a jump ball. Lucky enough for Lake Travis, though, possession will remain with them, and they call a timeout. 3.6 seconds left. Unbelievable game to this point right now. Anderson with a 40-37 lead. Mark, what kind of play are you drawing up right here if you're head coach Clint Beatty?
Well, all I know is if I'm Coach Beatty, I'm definitely trying to get the ball in Jake Buda's hands. I don't think Tate Searle took 2 shots on that last possession. 2 bad shots, 1 air ball and 1 badly off the backboard. I think you got to go with Buda here. He's been a hot hand for this team all night. Maybe even stick Quinn Amsler in the corner for a 3, just as a second option. But I think you got to definitely go with Buda. He's the hot hand. He's been scoring the most baskets for them all season. I think you can definitely go with him. But you definitely need a 3-pointer here, obviously.
Yeah, Buda has definitely been the hottest hand on offense for Lake Travis. It'll be interesting to see if they do go to him. Both coaches wrapping up their final game plans here right now. So you think they're going to look for Buda on the baseline, or are they going to try to get it to him just anywhere on the perimeter? 3.6 seconds left on the clock. Have plenty of time for him to take a couple dribbles and pull up. You think they'll try to let him create his own shot, have him come off a pick?
I think he's just going to catch and shoot. I think that's what's going to happen.
Catch and shoot?
Catch and shoot. Maybe get a chance to possibly get a rebound or maybe a tip-in foul. But if you're Anderson, you definitely don't want to foul here. That would be the last thing you want to do. Unless if it's a foul in the inbound, they don't get a shot up, then you only get 2 free throws. That might be a smart decision. But you definitely don't want to foul a 3-point shot, especially with Buda, who's been making most of his free throws tonight.
Is that a potential strategy that you would go for, though, with and both teams in the bonus? So you foul them, don't even give them that chance at shooting the 3-pointer.
If they're behind the
time wind down.
If they're behind the 3-point line, definitely don't foul them. If they're inside the paint and you know they're not going to get a shot off, definitely foul them.
Don't even give them the chance.
Don't give them the chance. But if you do foul them,
the paint and then kick out for a 3.
But you got to make sure if you foul them, you make sure that they don't make the shot. Like foul them hard enough so that you know that they won't make a shot. Because if they make the shot and they get the and one, this could be going to overtime.
Absolutely. It was a full timeout taken right here by Lake Travis. The refs ushering for both teams, though, to get out of the huddle. So, Mark, any other, real quick before the play begins, we see the final play pan out here. Any other options besides Buda? Maybe you give Searle another try?
Maybe they give Searle another try, but if I was Coach Beatty, I just saw him miss 2 clutch shots. I wouldn't want him taking the shot. I definitely want Buda taking that shot. And I wouldn't want it going inside either. You want to be behind the 3-point line here.
All righty, here we go. It's going to be Hunter Kent taking the ball out. It's like they're looking for Buda right there in the baseline. They get it to him. He's going to pull up for 3. Shot is no good, off the front iron. Anderson wins. They hand Lake Travis their first home loss of the season, and they win back-to-back big-time district games. Do the Anderson Trojans. They move to 13-12 on the year and 7-3 in district play. That could be good enough depending on what happens with Westlake tonight to move them up into that third spot in the district. Lake Travis will surely move back. They fall to 20-5 on the year, 8-3 in district play. And as we mentioned, that home court advantage we thought it would play key throughout. Didn't end up being the deciding factor here. Mark, what are your initial thoughts post-game for this one?
Well, I think Lake Travis definitely could have come away with this win if it wasn't for two plays. One, when Rivera was called for that double technical foul, they gave him 4 points bonus. That was those 4 points. They didn't need to give him those 4 points. They wouldn't even have to have those 4 points. So that gives Anderson 4 points and a 2-point lead, and then that charge late in the game. A charge is always a momentum changer, and on the road with less than a minute left, and you get a charge called on you, that's pretty big. And I think Anderson came out to play in those last 2 minutes, and I don't think Lake Travis did. They were missing a bunch of shots, and you saw Buddha there at the end of the game with that last shot. He did get a good shot up, but he stumbled. He looked like he was a little nervous. But overall, good effort by both teams. They both played pretty hard, but they both need to work on their passing. That's a definite.
Yeah, I mean, and you look at this one. You mentioned it a little bit. I mean, the huge momentum swing here. It looks like Lake Travis, they didn't have a huge lead at any point in this game. I don't think they ever led by more than 5 throughout the entire game. But that Danny Rivera double technical foul when they had the 2-point lead, he was getting frustrated throughout. Anderson was playing some great defense on him. They weren't able to get the ball to him down low. I think he was getting frustrated, thought he was getting fouled and wasn't getting the call. Finally, gets frustrated one too many times, gets that double technical 4-point swing. Anderson gets the lead, and they held on to it the entire time right there. Any other momentum swings that you look to in this one besides that? I mean, for me, that's the big one.
I think that's definitely the big one, but I think Foster Allen, he just came to play in the fourth quarter. Like you saw him get all those clutch baskets. They're definitely looking for him. He was the go-to guy. And if he didn't make, like a lot of those Anderson players are missing those easy shots, and he was making them at the end of the game. So I think him making those shots definitely gave Anderson a lot of momentum too.
Absolutely. Any other final thoughts before we wrap up here?
Just a great game. I'm glad to be working with you, Jeff. It's going to be a fun semester.
Yeah, glad to be working with you too, man. Great first game for us here. And who knows where we'll be next Tuesday, but for now, that'll wrap things up here from Lake Travis High School. Final score for you, Anderson Trojans 40, the Lake Travis Cavaliers 37. Lake Travis falls for the first time at home all season. For Mark Skol, I'm Jeff Barker. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in. You're listening to Austin Area High School Basketball on KVRX.